Good morning, dear students. In a previous lesson, we saw when and how to use the present perfect tense. Now, we will look at more situations of when to use the present perfect tense, but now using adverbs. We often use the adverbs just, ever, never, still, yet, and already with the present perfect tense. These adverbs generally refer to a time period between the past and now. Let's look at each one more in detail after making a short review. Remember, the present perfect tense refers to an action or situation that began in the past and continues into the present. It's formed by using the auxiliary verb have or has with the past participle of the main verb. Let's review the elements for affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences. In affirmative, the elements are subject plus have has plus verb in past participle plus object. For example, I have finished my homework. For negative, subject plus have has plus not plus past participle plus object. Here we have an example. She has not been to London. And for interrogative sentences, have has plus subject plus past participle plus object. For example, has she ever ridden the horse? It is often used with adverbs as yet, still, already, just, seen, for, never, ever. Just. We often use the adverb just with the present perfect tense. Just means very recently, a short moment ago. This is a recently completed action with a connection to now. For example, be careful, I have just broken a glass and there are pieces on the floor. This is a recently completed action. It is a finished event. The glass broke in the past, but with a connection to now, the present. Be careful now because you might cut yourself. Notice how the word just is positioned between have, has, and the past participle. Look at this other example. Would you like to go out to dinner with us? Thanks, but I've just eaten an entire pizza. This answer means that I ate pizza recently, so now I am not hungry. Ever and never. Ever and never are used to talk about general experiences. When the adverbs ever and never are used with the present perfect tense, they usually refer to an event happening or not happening at some moment in your life, anytime up to now. Ever is used in the present perfect question. Have you ever? For example, have you ever fallen asleep at work? It means at any moment in your life up to now. Has he ever tried a steak and mushroom pie? It means that if he tried it in his life. Ever can also be used with the first time. This is the first time I have ever been to Australia. It is the first time she has ever done. Ever in these cases emphasizes that it has never happened before in your life. Also, notice the position of ever between have, has, and the past participle. Never means at no time in the past. It is considered a negative sentence. I've never seen an UFO in my life. She's never been to Argentina in her life up until this point of her life. Again, the adverb never is between the auxiliary have or has and the past participle. Still. Still refers to events that continue to happen after a long time. The adverb still can be used with the present perfect tense to express that we have waited a long time for something to happen or be done, and it hasn't happened yet. This situation continues to happen. When it is used in the present perfect tense, it's normally in negative sentences. He still hasn't finished the report. It means The report has taken a long time. I still haven't had lunch. I have had to wait to have lunch. They still haven't paid the bills. I'm waiting for it to happen. Notice how still goes before the auxiliary haven't or hasn't. Yet. The adverb yet usually refers to something that has not happened, but you expect it to happen, usually soon. We normally put yet at the end of the sentence. Yet is used in negative and interrogative sentences. See the examples. Are Jack and Jill at this event? No, they haven't arrived yet. This answer means that they are not here now, but I expect them to be here soon. In the second example, I'm hungry. I haven't had lunch yet. It means that I thought I was going to have lunch before now, but it hasn't happened. I expect to have lunch soon. Other examples are, have you finished your homework yet? I haven't received a letter from her yet. Already. The adverb already can be used with the present perfect tense to express that something has happened early or before expected. This can come as a surprise. Notice how the adverb already goes between the auxiliary and the past participle. Now, see the following examples and their meaning. She has already finished the report. I expected her to finish it later, not so quickly. I've already had lunch. Yes, it happened sometime before now. You didn't expect it. We've already chosen what we would like to eat. You probably expected us to take more time to choose. He has already taken the trash out, earlier than you expected. You probably thought he'd do it later. You can see that already is used in affirmative sentences. We don't use already with negative sentences. Recently and lately. Recently and lately suggests that something was done in the past, but not too long ago. Recently can be used for singular or repeated actions. Lately is often used for repeated actions. Recently and lately are usually placed at the end of a sentence. Look at these examples. Have you gained weight recently? I've gained weight recently. Has Sheila gone to the gym lately? Sheila hasn't gone to the gym lately. Using the present perfect with for and since, we can define a period of time before now by considering its duration. We use for when we measure that duration, when we say how long something lasts. For refers to a period of time that extends into the future. Look at these phrases with for. For 6 years, for a week, for a month, for hours, for 2 hours, for 5 years. Now let's see some examples. She has lived here for 20 years. We have taught at this school for a long time. Alice has been married for 3 months. They have been at a hotel for a week. Since gives the starting point of actions, events, or states. It refers to when things began. See the following phrases with since. Since this morning, since last week, since yesterday, since I was a child, since Wednesday, since 2 o'clock, since 1990. They are used in sentences like this. She has lived here since 1980. We have taught at this school since 1965. Alice has been married since March the 2nd. They have been at the hotel since last Tuesday. Knowing when to use for and since is very important. I hope you found this lesson about using adverbs with the present perfect tense useful. Thank you so much. Okay, now that we know how to use adverbs with the present perfect, we are going to put it in practice doing our Kahoot. Okay, the PIN for our Kahoot is 1917696 or scan the QR code. Thank you, Marco and Gerardo, Karen. Welcome to this Kahoot. Thank you, all of you. Welcome to this Kahoot. Okay, let's start with our Kahoot. Don't forget that at the end of the Kahoot, I ask you for your opinion. Thank you so much. Let's start. Okay, on this Kahoot, Angel Gonzalez is on the first place, Marco Lopez is on the second place, and Allison is on the third place. Please keep your opinion about the Kahoot. Thank you so much for your help. Okay, do you have any question or any comment? ¿No? Ok. Nada más recordarles que el martes 25 de marzo tenemos como fecha límite en la entrega de la unidad 4, el portafolio de evidencias nada más. Y también tenemos como fecha límite la realización del examen de las unidades 3 y 4. Creo que aún no está habilitado el examen, entonces hay que estar al pendiente. Ok, thank you so much. See you next Saturday. Have a nice day. Bye bye.